Discover Urban Bicycle makes your comfort a top priority during daily commutes and casual rides. Its durable, lightweight aluminum design includes a suspension fork and an alloy crank, while the adjustable stem supplies a custom fit. The swept-back handlebar lets you sit upright as you cruise over paved surfaces and bike paths. The 21-speed SRAM grip shifter and Shimano rear derailleur make changing gears fast and easy, uphill or downhill, while Pro Max alloy linear pull brakes give you incredible stopping power when you need it. Cushioned grips, a padded seat, and a rear gear rack round out its commuter-savvy details. Plus, fenders add classic style while keeping dirt and debris off of your clothes. Designed with 700cc-sized wheels, this bike is great for adult riders 5 foot 4 inches to 6 foot 2 inches tall. And just like other Schwinn bikes, it comes with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own the bike.
Thank you for purchasing a Raleigh bike. As you open the box, you'll see there is some assembly required. If you have never built a bike before, this process will probably take you up to 120 minutes. If you are handy with tools, expect to spend around 80 to 100 minutes. If you have done some bike wrenching before, but never actually built a bike, you'll need 60 to 80 minutes. And if you're an expert bike mechanic, you can probably be riding within 30 to 60 minutes. Grab the box containing the small parts and keep these parts handy. You'll need a few tools for assembly, including metric Allen wrenches, bike grease, a tire pump, screwdrivers, wire cutters, and an adjustable wrench. Before you insert the seat post, smear some grease on the post to make installation and adjustments easier, and make sure you push it past the minimum insertion line. Close the quick release or tighten the seat post clamp bolt. You'll know your seat post is tight enough if you can't twist it side to side. Check that your stem is facing forward along with your fork. You may need to turn your fork forward to line them both up. Tighten the two pinch bolts evenly. The wrench should leave an imprint on your palm when it's tight enough. Remove the faceplate bolts and the faceplate. Then center your handlebars. Tighten the bolts evenly and snugly and check to make sure you have an equal gap on the top and bottom. Remove the plastic caps from your front wheel and slide the quick release through the hub with one conical spring on each side. Grease the threads and thread the nut on loosely. Put the front wheel in the fork and begin to tighten the quick release. When you close the lever, it should tuck up near the fork leg, and when it's tight enough, the lever will leave an imprint on your palm. After you get your front wheel on, check the back wheel for proper tightness too. Pedals are right and left specific, so be careful as to which pedal goes where. Use a small dab of grease on the threads. The right pedal goes on the side with the chain and threads in clockwise. The left pedal goes on the non-chain side and threads in counterclockwise. Snug your pedals with a pedal wrench or a thin adjustable wrench. To attach your caliper brakes, slide the post through the hole in the fork. Tighten the nut onto the post from the back while keeping the brake arm centered over the rim. Attach the cable to the brake lever, slide it through the housing and through the pinch bolt. Pull out the slack, tighten the pinch bolt, and then rotate the lever closed. Make sure the brake pads touch the rim evenly on both sides. Squeeze the brake lever to test the system. If one pad hits the rim before the other, you can center it by adjusting this screw on top of the brake caliper. Continue making adjustments so the brake pads contact the rim when the lever is halfway through its range of motion. To adjust your rear derailleur, turn the cranks and shift the chain to the smallest cog in the back. Use the high limit screw to center the derailleur underneath the smallest cog. Undo the pinch bolt and pull the slack out of the cable, and retighten. While turning the cranks, shift up into the lowest gear. Now you can use the low limit screw to center the derailleur underneath the largest cog. To adjust your front derailleur, shift into the smallest chainring in the front and the largest cog in the back. Use the low limit screw to position the inner plate as close as you can to the chain without touching it. Loosen the pinch bolt to pull the slack out of the cable and retighten. While turning the cranks, shift up into the largest chainring in front and the smallest cog in back. Now you can use the high limit screw to position the outer plate of the derailleur as close to the chain as you can without touching it. Put the red reflector on the seat post and the white one on your handlebars. Safety first. Cut any extra cable down with your cutters and pinch a cable end on with your pliers to keep the cable from fraying. Finally, pump up your tires following the guidelines on the sidewall of the tire. Before you head out on a ride, double check the tightness of your seat post and handlebars. And test the brakes to make sure they'll stop you when you need them.